Hi everyone, welcome back to JDCodebase. In today's session, we are going to learn about closures in JavaScript. This is an intermediate concept, but trust me, once you understand closure, a lot of JavaScript magic will start making sense, from callback to React hooks to data privacy. So why should we learn closure? Closure are fundamental to JavaScript functions. They give us a way to create private variables, something we do not have by default in JavaScript. They also widely used in the callbacks, event handlers, and functional programming patterns also. And if you are working with the libraries or framework like React, and closures are everywhere. Think about hooks in use state, if you know the React at least. Now, what exactly is a closure? A closure is simply a function that remembers the scope which it was created, even if it is executed somewhere else. In other words, if you define a function inside another function, the inner one gets access to the outer function variables and keep them alive even after the outer function is done. So this is basically a definition of what is a closure in a simple terms. Now let's see a simple closures in action. I will move you to VS Code and show you this an example. So here what happening, we have a outer function this, and outer function has a variable count. Inside we return the function inner. Now when we call the outer function here by using this counter, it gives us back that inner function, return inner. Even though the outer function has finished running, the inner function still remember count, that is closure in action. If I run this code, I will get 1 and 2. First is the count is equal to 0, count plus plus, it gives the 1. Now it remembers the previous value and increase the increment of previous one when I call the again this counter function. So let's quickly summarize the key point of closure. The inner function can access its own variable, outer function variable, and global scope as well. And the best part is the outer function variables do not disappear. They are preserved for as long as the closure exists. Like here we will see this I did just return the 1 here from the inner count, and then next I return this 2 here. Means I do not start with the 0, I start with the 1 here in the second term when I call this counter here. Now real use cases of these closures. First one is the data privacy, hide variables and expose only control function. Function factories generate multiple versions of a function. Event handler or callbacks. Keep state across async execution. This is an advanced topic, this event handler. And one of my favorite is the memoization and caching. So these are the real use cases of closures. Now let's look at a practical example, a simple bank account system. Let's move to VS Code and see. So this is a simple bank account system. Here notice something important, that the variable balance is completely private. Here we do not no way to directly change it from outside. The only way is through the function deposit and get balance. This is how closure gives us encapsulation in JavaScript. Encapsulation is basically a OOP concept, object oriented programming concept, and in other programming language like C++ or Java, and we can get this by using these closures here. So if I run this code, I will get 150 here. If I do not run this account.deposit and I get 100 here. Means we only way is through the function we return this deposit and get balance here. Now common mistakes are the overusing closures can use memory leaks, and if you are not careful, sometimes you may accidentally capture variables you did not intend, and debugging closure heavy code can sometimes get tricky also. So this is a common mistake, means you have to not use in the daily life, means daily projects, but in a short way. Closures, let's summarize these. Closures are simply functions bundled with their lexical environment. They allow us to preserve state even after the parent function is gone. And they are extremely powerful for encapsulation, callbacks, and memory efficient coding. So this is the uh, on the video about the closures in JavaScript. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to JD Codebase for more short and practical JavaScript tutorials. And make sure to check out the full JavaScript playlist where we are covering everything from beginner to advanced step by step.